Have you ever looked at people in their 70s and wondered why some seem decades younger than others? It's a fascinating reality that not everyone ages at the same pace. While one 75-year-old might be hiking mountains and learning new languages, another might be struggling with daily activities and declining health. The difference isn't just luck or genetics. It's often revealed through subtle yet powerful indicators that scientists have been studying for years. These indicators are like hidden messages from your body, telling you exactly how well you're aging and what your future might hold. They're not complicated medical tests or expensive screenings. They're simple signs that you can observe in your daily life, giving you valuable insights into your potential longevity. In this discussion, we'll explore 9 critical signs that can reveal how long you might live after reaching 70. These aren't just theories or guesses. They're based on decades of research and observations of people who've lived exceptionally long, healthy lives. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of where you stand and, more importantly, what specific actions you can take to improve your chances of living longer and better. So let's dive into these 9 powerful indicators that could add years to your life. Sign 1, your walking pattern and speed. Did you know that the way you walk can actually predict how long you'll live? It sounds almost too simple, but research has consistently shown that your walking speed and pattern after 70 are among the most reliable predictors of longevity. Consider 2 friends, Michael and David, both 73 years old. Michael walks with purpose. His strides are confident, his posture is upright, and he can easily keep pace with his grandchildren during family outings. When crossing the street, he doesn't worry about the light changing too quickly. David, however, has noticeably slowed down in recent years. His steps are shorter and more hesitant. He sometimes shuffles his feet, and he often needs to rest after walking just a short distance. What David doesn't realize is that his changing gait isn't just a normal part of aging. It's a warning sign that his overall health may be declining. Walking speed reflects multiple aspects of your health: your cardiovascular fitness, muscle, strength, nervous system function, and even cognitive health. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that older adults who walked at least 1 meter per second, about 2.2 miles per hour, lived significantly longer than those who walked more slowly. What's particularly interesting is that walking speed doesn't just predict physical health, it's also linked to brain health. Researchers have found that a slowing gait often precedes cognitive decline by several years. Your brain and body are intimately connected, and how well your legs carry you through the world says a lot about how well your brain is functioning. The good news? Walking speed is something you can improve at any age. Simple activities like daily walks, gentle strength training for your legs, or even dance classes can help maintain or increase your pace. And unlike complex medical interventions, walking more is something you can start doing today. So pay attention to how you walk. Are your steps becoming slower or more uncertain? Do you find yourself getting winded more quickly? Or do you still move with confidence and ease? Your walking pattern might be telling you more about your future than you realize. Sign 2, your grip strength. One of the most surprising predictors of longevity is literally in your hands, your grip strength. This simple measure of how forcefully you can squeeze has emerged as a powerful indicator of overall health and potential. Lifespan. Imagine 2 women, Patricia and Barbara, both in their mid-70s. When Patricia picks up her groceries, opens jars, or shakes hands, her grip is firm and confident. She doesn't think twice about carrying shopping bags or lifting her grandchildren. Barbara, however, has noticed that she needs help with these same tasks. Jars are becoming impossible to open, and she often asks for assistance with heavier items. What Barbara is experiencing isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. Multiple studies have found that grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of all-cause mortality in older adults. A weak grip doesn't just mean weaker hands. It reflects overall muscle loss throughout the body, a condition called sarcopenia that affects 10–16% of people over 65. Your grip strength is a window into your overall muscle health, nervous system function, and even nutritional status. When your grip weakens significantly, it often means your body is losing strength in many other areas as well, making you more vulnerable to falls, fractures, and a range of health conditions. The link between grip strength and longevity is so Strong that some researchers have suggested it should be a vital sign checked during routine medical visits, alongside blood pressure and heart rate. But here's the encouraging part. Grip strength is highly responsive to exercise, even in your 70s, 80s and beyond. Simple activities like squeezing a stress ball, using hand grippers, or lifting light weights can make a meaningful difference. And when you strengthen your hands, you're usually strengthening other muscles as well. So pay attention to those everyday tasks that require hand strength. Are jar lids becoming more challenging? Do you find yourself asking for help with things you used to handle easily? Or do you still maintain a firm, confident grip? Your hands might be telling you much more about your future health than you realize. Sign 3. Your balance and stability. Have you ever noticed that some people in their 70s can still stand on one leg while putting on pants, while others need to sit down or hold on to something for support? This difference isn't just about convenience. It could be telling you something profound about your expected lifespan. Consider Thomas and Robert, both 76 years old. Thomas regularly practices balance exercises. He can stand on one foot for over 10 seconds without wobbling, easily navigates uneven sidewalks, and rarely feels unsteady. Robert, however, has started to notice that he feels off balance more frequently. When he tries to stand on one foot, he immediately starts to sway and has to grab onto something to prevent falling. What Robert doesn't realize is that his declining balance isn't just an inconvenience, it's a significant warning sign. Research has consistently shown that the ability to maintain balance, particularly standing on one leg, is strongly linked to longevity and brain health. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that adults over 50 who couldn't balance on one leg for 10 seconds had a significantly higher risk of death within the next decade. This simple test reflects complex coordination between your muscles, nervous system, inner ear, vision, and brain. Balance isn't just about avoiding falls, though that's certainly important. It's a reflection of how well your neurological system is functioning and how effectively your brain is communicating with the rest of your body. Poor balance can be an early indicator of neurological issues, including those related to cognitive decline. The most encouraging aspect of balance is that it can be improved at any age. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, practicing heel-to-toe walking, or gentle yoga can make a significant difference. Even activities like Tai Chi, which might seem gentle, have been shown to dramatically improve balance in older adults. So pay attention to how steady you feel when moving through the world. Do you find yourself reaching for walls or furniture more often? Do you feel uncertain on uneven surfaces? Or do you still move with confidence and stability? Your balance today could be predicting your health tomorrow. Sign 4. Your sleep quality. How well are you sleeping these days? It might seem unrelated to longevity, but your sleep patterns after 70 are actually one of the strongest indicators of how many healthy years you have ahead. Consider two men, James and William, both 72 years old. James maintains a consistent sleep schedule, falling asleep around the same time each night and waking refreshed after about 7 hours. He rarely needs naps and has energy throughout the day. William, however, tosses and turns most nights, often waking up multiple times. He feels exhausted in the morning and relies on afternoon naps just to get through the day. What William doesn't realize is that his disrupted sleep isn't just making him tired, it could be shortening his life. Research has consistently shown that poor sleep quality is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. Sleep isn't just rest, it's when your body performs critical maintenance functions. During deep sleep, your brain clears out harmful waste products, including those linked to cognitive decline. Your immune system releases cytokines that fight inflammation and infection. Your body repairs damaged cells and consolidates memories. When sleep is chronically disrupted, these essential processes are compromised. Studies have found that people who sleep fewer than 6 hours per night, or more than 9 hours, as well as those with poor sleep quality, have higher mortality rates than those who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. The relationship between sleep and longevity becomes even more critical after 70. Changes in sleep patterns, like taking longer to fall asleep, waking up more frequently, or experiencing less deep sleep, aren't just normal signs of aging. They often signal underlying health issues that could affect your lifespan. The good news is that sleep can be improved at any age. Simple changes like maintaining a consistent schedule, reducing screen time before bed, keeping your bedroom cool, and limiting caffeine and alcohol, and getting natural sunlight during the day can make a significant difference. So reflect on your sleep patterns. Are you waking up refreshed? Do you have energy throughout the day? Or do you struggle to fall asleep and stay asleep? Your nights might be telling you more about your longevity than you realize. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment. Sleep below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Sign 5. Your resilience to stress. How do you respond when life throws challenges your way? Your ability to handle stress after 70 isn't just about emotional well-being. It's a powerful predictor of how long you might live. Consider two women, Elizabeth and Margaret, both 74 years old. When Elizabeth faces challenges, whether it's a health scare, family conflict, or financial worry, she acknowledges her feelings but doesn't let them overwhelm her. She has developed techniques to calm her mind, like deep breathing, walking in nature, or talking with trusted friends. Margaret, however, tends to ruminate on problems. When something goes wrong, she replays it constantly in her mind, loses sleep over it, and often feels physically tense. What Margaret doesn't realize is that her stress response isn't just making her unhappy, it could be shortening her life. Chronic stress triggers a cascade of harmful physiological changes. It increases inflammation throughout the body, raises blood pressure, suppresses the immune system, and even accelerates cellular aging by shortening telomeres, the protective caps at the end of chromosomes that are linked to longevity. Studies have found that older adults who maintain lower stress levels and demonstrate greater emotional resilience tend to live longer, healthier lives. This isn't just about avoiding stress, which is impossible, but about how you respond to it. The mind-body connection becomes increasingly important after 70. The cumulative effects of stress over decades can either accelerate aging or, if properly managed, allow you to remain vibrant and healthy. The difference often comes down to your coping mechanisms and perspective. The good news is that stress resilience can be developed at any age. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, gratitude practices, cognitive reframing, and regular exercise have all been shown to reduce stress and improve emotional regulation. Even simple practices like deep breathing for a few minutes each day can make a significant difference. So pay attention to how you respond to challenges. Do you recover quickly from setbacks? Can you find moments of joy even during difficult times? Or do you tend to get stuck in worry and negativity? Your stress response might be one of the clearest indicators of your future health and longevity. Sign 6. Your appetite and nutrition. Have you noticed any changes in your appetite or eating habits recently? After 70, the way you eat and how much you enjoy food can tell you a lot about how long you might live. Consider two friends, Richard and Harold, both 77 years old. Richard maintains a hearty appetite. He enjoys a wide variety of foods, prepares most meals at home, and still experiences genuine pleasure when eating. He's maintained a stable weight over the years and rarely suffers from digestive issues. Harold, however, has noticed that food just doesn't appeal to him like it used to. He often skips meals because he's not hungry, relies increasingly on processed convenience foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What Harold doesn't realize is that his diminishing appetite isn't just a natural part of aging, it's a potential warning sign. A healthy appetite in your 70s and beyond is often a sign that your body is functioning well. When your appetite declines significantly, it can signal underlying health issues, including digestive problems, hormonal imbalances, medication side effects, or even early cognitive changes that affect your ability to prepare and enjoy meals. Research has consistently shown that unintentional weight loss after 70 is associated with higher mortality rates. When you lose weight because you're eating less, you're often losing muscle mass as well, which can lead to weakness, frailty, and a higher risk of falls and infections. Equally important is what you're eating. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats has been linked to longer lifespans and better cognitive health in older adults. The Mediterranean and Mind diets, in particular, have strong connections to longevity and brain health. The good news is that appetite and nutrition can often be improved. Simple changes like eating smaller, more frequent meals, adding more flavors and spices to food, staying hydrated and making meals a social activity can all help stimulate appetite. For some people, working with a dietitian or healthcare provider to address specific nutritional needs can make a significant difference. So pay attention to your relationship with food. Are you still enjoying meals? Maintaining a stable weight? Eating a variety of nutritious foods? Or have you noticed your appetite diminishing and your diet becoming more restricted? Your eating habits might be revealing more about your longevity than you realize. Sign 7. Your social connections. When was the last time you had a meaningful conversation with someone? Your social life after 70 isn't just about enjoyment. It's one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live. Consider two neighbors, Dorothy and Helen, both 76 years old. Dorothy maintains active social connections. She meets regularly with friends, participates in community events, volunteers at the local library, and has deep conversations with family members. She laughs often and feels a sense of belonging in her community. Helen, however, has gradually withdrawn from social activities. She rarely leaves her home except for necessities, has lost touch with most friends, and limits conversations to brief, practical exchanges. What Helen doesn't realize is that her social isolation isn't just making her lonely, it could be dramatically shortening her life. The link between social connection and longevity is so strong that some researchers consider loneliness to be as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Multiple studies have found that people with strong social ties live longer, recover more quickly from illness, and experience better cognitive health as they age. Social connections affect your health through multiple pathways. They reduce stress hormones like cortisol, strengthen your immune system, motivate you to take better care of yourself, and provide practical support during challenges. Perhaps most importantly, meaningful relationships give you a sense of purpose and belonging, which has been strongly linked to longevity. The quality of your relationships matters as much as the quantity. Deep, meaningful connections appear to be more beneficial than numerous, superficial ones. And different types of relationships, friends, family, neighbors, community groups, each contribute uniquely to your well-being. The good news is that it's never too late to strengthen your social connections. Reaching out to old friends, joining groups based on shared interests, volunteering, or even taking a class can all help build meaningful relationships. Technology can also help bridge distances, allowing you to connect with loved ones who live far away. So reflect on your social life. Do you have people you can talk to about important matters? Do you feel a sense of belonging in your community? Or have you found yourself increasingly isolated? Your social connections today could be predicting your health tomorrow. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment connected below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Sign 8. Your sense of purpose. Do you wake up each morning with a reason to get out of bed? Your sense of purpose after 70 isn't just about satisfaction, it's a powerful predictor of how long you might live. Consider two men, George and Arthur, both 79 years old. George maintains a strong sense of purpose. He volunteers at a local school, mentoring young students. He tends a community garden, sharing produce with neighbors. He has hobbies he's passionate about and feels his life continues to have meaning and direction. Arthur, however, has struggled to find purpose since retiring. His days lack structure, he often feels bored and restless, and he frequently wonders, what's the point? What Arthur doesn't realize is that his lack of purpose isn't just making him unhappy, it could be significantly shortening his life. Research has consistently shown that people who maintain a strong sense of purpose as they age tend to live longer and healthier lives. A study from the Rush University Medical Center found that people with high purpose in life were about 2.4 times more likely to remain free of Alzheimer's disease than those with low purpose. Other studies have linked purpose to lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and disability. Having purpose affects your health through multiple pathways. It reduces stress, promotes positive health behaviors, improves immune function, and creates resilience during difficult times. Perhaps most importantly, it gives you a reason to take care of yourself and stay engaged with life. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be found in simple activities, nurturing relationships, pursuing creative interests, mentoring others, volunteering, learning new skills, or even caring for a pet. What matters is that you feel your life has meaning and that your presence makes a difference. The good news is that purpose can be developed or rediscovered at any age. Reflecting on your values, exploring new interests, connecting with causes you care about, or finding ways to share your wisdom and experience can all help cultivate a stronger sense of purpose. So ask yourself, do you have things you look forward to each day? Do you feel your life continues to have meaning? Or do you struggle with emptiness and a lack of direction? Your sense of purpose might be one of the strongest indicators of how many healthy years you have ahead. Sign 9. Your attitude toward aging. How do you feel about getting older? Your attitude toward aging after 70 isn't just about outlook. It's a surprising predictor of how long you might live. Consider two women, Sarah and Judith, both 75 years old. Sarah views aging as a natural progression with both challenges and opportunities. She appreciates her accumulated wisdom, continues to set goals, and doesn't define herself by limitations. She often says, age is just a number. Judith, however, sees aging primarily as decline. She focuses on what she can no longer do, repeatedly mentions getting old as an explanation for problems, and has lower expectations for her future. What Judith doesn't realize is that her negative attitude toward aging isn't just making her unhappy. It could be dramatically shortening her life. Research has consistently shown that people who hold positive attitudes about aging live an average of 7.5 years longer than those with negative attitudes. This effect remains even after controlling for gender, socioeconomic status, loneliness, and health status. Your attitude toward aging affects your health through multiple pathways. Positive age beliefs reduce stress, improve confidence in your abilities, increase resilience during health challenges, and even appear to protect against harmful brain changes associated with Alzheimer's disease. Perhaps most importantly, your attitude influences your behavior. When you believe aging inevitably means decline, you're less likely to stay physically active, pursue new interests, or seek medical care for just getting old symptoms that might actually be treatable conditions. The good news is that attitudes toward aging can be changed at any age. Becoming aware of negative age stereotypes, seeking positive older role models, focusing on your strengths rather than limitations, and challenging ageist messages in media and society can all help develop a more positive perspective on aging. So reflect on your attitudes. Do you see possibilities ahead despite challenges? Do you appreciate the wisdom you've gained? Or do you view aging primarily as loss and decline? Your perspective on aging might be one of the most powerful predictors of your future health and longevity. Conclusion: taking control of your longevity. Now that you understand these 9 powerful signs that can predict how long you might live after 70, you might be wondering, what can I do with this information? The most important takeaway is that many factors affecting longevity are within your control. Your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, stress resilience, nutrition, social connections, sense of purpose, and attitudes toward aging aren't fixed or predetermined. They're areas where your choices and habits make a real difference. Start by honestly assessing where you stand with each of these indicators. Have you noticed your walking speed slowing? Is your grip strength declining? Do you struggle with balance? Are you sleeping poorly? The first step toward improvement is awareness. Then, choose 1 or 2 areas to focus on initially. Small, consistent changes often lead to the most sustainable improvements. Perhaps you'll start with daily balance exercises, or make a point of connecting with friends more regularly, or work on developing more positive attitudes about aging. Remember that these signs aren't just about living longer. They're about living better. Each improvement you make isn't just adding years to your life, it's adding life to your years. You'll feel more energetic, more capable, more connected, and more purposeful along the way. It's also important to remember that it's never too late to make positive changes. Research has shown that even modest improvements in physical activity, nutrition, social connection, or stress management can have significant benefits, regardless of your current age or health status. So as you move forward, pay attention to these 9 signs. They're like a personal roadmap guiding you toward a longer, healthier, more vibrant future. And remember, the best predictor of how long and well you'll live isn't your past or even your present, but the choices you make today and every day going forward. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing which of these 9 signs surprised you most and what changes you're planning to make. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.